future awaits. To my wife I bid farewell as she waits from our gate. With the voyage at sea, destiny I have date for 8 pieces of silver. I boarded my fate. With 2 years of provisions, from sauerkraut to nails, 9-ton hogsheads of rum and casting full of ale. We made ship-shape the rigging from crow's nest to keel, and with the weather eye open, Captain Cook set sail. Hang on to the winds and head out to sea. Beyond the horizon, the ends of the earth beckon we. In 3 years of discovering new lands for the crown, 200,000 leagues of boat Cape sailed around. On a mission for the mythical southern continent bound. Well, we searched the world over and it could not be found. In the year 1773, 194 men sailed into history. Crossed the Antarctic Circle, first ever we'd be. Unknown, uncharted waters, first known, ever seen. Hang on for your life, we preach and you see. Onward beyond the horizon, the ends of the earth there to be. From the heavens of lush Polynesia, a dream paradise, to a great barrier reef of impassable ice. Frozen islands, volcanoes 12,000 feet high, rising up one above other and into the distance. And every attempt impenetrable resistance, gigantic glacial mountains lost through the clouds to the sky. There's no way through to go, like the edge of a wheel. There's nowhere around to go, like the edge of a wheel. At the end of the earth. And I say that beneath us graves away those drowned sunken men. Will our fate be to sink here or return home to see you again? In the fog and much darkness of a black midnight sun, our 2 ships separated, though we fired sounded guns. Time and tide wait for no man, to the end we have come. But come hell or high water, journey home's just begun. So turn the bow hard starboard, put our stern to this hell. We've mapped the treasures of bayou, discovered tales we must tell. So never were seen again, lost on aboard they were fell. We come the white cliffs of Dover, like home we should yell. Hang on to the winds and cut through the sea. Beyond all horizons, the ends of the earth to find hell frozen over there and back. We lost many good men. From the ends of the earth I'd return to hold you again.
Hey, Lev, how are you doing today?
Hey, how we doing?
Not too bad. I'm going to showcase a thing I found today. I got a video that was done by a guy named Pablo.
A guy named who?
Pablo. They call himself Pablo, but he does observations. He's kind
All
of
right.
like BSLM 69 Bo. This one is actually really good because he takes a computer simulator and he explains the elevation profiles and how far the horizon is. He walks them through it. This was especially made for Simon Dan. So I just
Oh,
wanted to
yeah,
share.
I haven't watched it yet. I've seen the thumbnail.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a big Simon Dan fan. Matter of fact, I was one of his worst trolls on Facebook. I would go in there and he would say some stupid crap, dude. He would have a video. He'd be knocking some guy pointing out something about flat Earth, and I would just refute the whole thing on his Facebook channel, and everybody listened to me, and they'd think, "Oh yeah, you're right." It was just fun. Good times. Well, most of the people that listen to those guys aren't really putting two and two together. They think that
They
these people
listen
are
to
actually
Simon, don't
experts. Yeah, yeah. They think they're actually experts in geometry, the fields of any science of any kind. That they come off like that. They're advertised like that. Actually,
they? The
they call
people
them
that
science.
listen to
They call them
him, and the
science
people that
communicators. Yeah, the people that listen to them don't care or don't know much and don't care to know much for the most part. They just like, oh,
they used
if Man Dan said it,
they used to being spoon fed, aren't they? So
Yeah, of course. And anybody with a diploma, though, with any degree that has actually studied stuff, they have a bias. Don't get me wrong; they've been taught a certain thing like gravity and how pseudoscience is actually right, and they don't really look into the proof of it. They take
they
the
think
tech.
they're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like when we were on the globe, we thought it were a globe. You know what I mean? It's gonna like we thought it were already confirmed. You know what I mean? Like there's so many
yeah.
NASA things and all these kind of things, and without checking them, you don't realize, do you? You know what I mean? That stuff. It's like back I was a child, so when I saw most of the footage and stuff, kind of thing, like it used to come on news or whatever and stuff like so. Um, I think
Well, I've
like
always had questions about science, like gravity and stuff, when I was in grade school up until middle school, and that nobody could ever give me an answer. So it bugged the living hell out of me. How does this all work? You know. They gave me the bucket experiment. I actually went to my grandparents' house, got one of their old pine buckets, put water in it, and spun it around, and it's like, this doesn't fit what I'm watching. You know, I got the water to
yeah,
stay in the bucket, but after that, it's like that doesn't explain how water stays on the ball. Then they'll tell you it's gravity that holds that down. Gravity's like they told me gravity's the reason it's there. Gravity holds it down. Gravity made the universe what it is. Gravity just does everything. It's just stuff it all. And then when you look into how they verify gravity, it's just not so. None of the experiments I've seen verify gravity. There's always a better explanation for it. They say, yeah, gravity's just a weak force. And they kind of wrote it off. And they still use it in day to day science, is what they claim, that like Newton's mechanics, those laws still apply. But when they go anywhere outside of the Earth itself, off the Earth itself, basically, better said, that gravity doesn't seem to have the same effect. I'll give you a good for instance. The moon's gravitational orbit around the Earth, it has to speed up and slow down according to gravitational laws. But you've never ever
well,
seen the moon speed up or slow down, have you?
mm,
Watch it. You've seen the moon in its orbit. Next time it doesn't speed up. They say it's you don't see it speed up because it remains at in the same orbit. So, but it would have to speed up between the sun and the Earth when it passes between the two in order to
Yeah.
overcome the gravity of the sun.
It's the same as like being on the surface of the Earth. You're like 4,000 miles from diameter, so you're going an extra 1,000 miles whilst you're going in movement with the Earth's direction. And then once you're on the other side of the world, you're going the opposite direction in your spin. You know what I mean? So that's like minus 1,000, whilst the Earth's still traveling in the other direction in its continued path. But
Yeah,
so yeah, you got that difference. So that happens to the moon as well, kind of thing. Like in their model, in their story, argument, narrative, or whatever it's like. But
you want to call it?
um,
Yeah.
yeah, narrative is what word I use most of the time. But I've heard the word model being said that much recently. You get up saying it sometimes.
I'm building kind of. I have been for a long time. I'm building kind of a small scale organic model that would actually explain like magnetic compasses and the sun's path, and I've been doing that for a while. I just don't have like a whole lot of spare time where I can physically put it together. I have the ingredients, you might say. I could demonstrate it somewhat, but I can't mimic the sun itself. I can't. I don't have anything that actually would do what the sun does. I have no idea how to do that. It's
What
just really kind of strange.
what you got? What's you? You got all this stuff. Your recipe. What's that to do? An experiment?
Well, I just want to build somewhat of a model that people can visualize, but
Mm,
I'm not building like a. I would love to build like an encased dome that would but I can't mimic the sun's path, like
yeah.
other than with a light. I could build a light, but I can't make that light do a natural orbit or a circuit better. I've got lodestone, I got framework and stuff, but I just was going to fill it with dirt and water, man, for the most part. But build an organic model, but I wouldn't leave it running or anything. I would just make it so you could actually visualize what you would see on the Earth. But I don't know what's above us, to be precise, and I don't know what the dome's made out of. So I have a suspicion of what it is, but I have to be able to verify that for myself. And if I go down to Antarctica, I want to go far enough out to get some what they call blue ice myself, or sky ice, and examine it. I'm sure that there's some available if I could check into it. I gather there's a lot of rules about what goes on down there. You can't just go help yourself to like stuff. Like I'm
I
gonna go over
featured
to the. Go ahead.
I featured blue ice in one of my episodes, and I referenced the dome with it as well. Then later in another episode, I, I thought about it after I'd made the episode, but it's like like episodes later, I kind of made the correction and stuff like. And I think it's memory because it's like the memory of water. It's expressing that color. It's because it's like it sees the sky and the ocean all the time, and it's not seeing much else and stuff. So it it gets that because you get green ice as well, and so you get like green ocean, don't you? So
Yeah,
in
you
that
do.
kind of sense and stuff, it's I think that's what it is. It's about the water's remembering the color. You've got that other crystal that's blue, but it's supposed to be like sky dome stuff, like um,
You talk about sapphire?
this sapphire. But in be another one which is supposed to be specifically from the dome, so it's not like recognised as any other type of crystal that we've got, and it's supposed to be like really rare.
I'll have to look into that. No, I haven't heard.
They've shown pictures of it in like flat Earth videos.
Huh. Nice. No, I'm gonna go ahead and preview this video right quick.
I'll have a look for that crystal.
Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. It's about 4:25 p.m. It's in the low 60s. Water temp's about 57, 58. Pretty much dead glass out here toward Ventura. Looks like a little wind line down outside the harbor down there. I think the humidity's around 50%. It's getting wetter quicker as it cools off, especially out here at the university. That's pretty cool. There comes another one up this way. Let me lock focus. Let me zoom in.
Good chat. It's a picture.
What were you saying, Liv?
I put a link to that sky stone in. It's a picture in chat. It's not a video. It's just a link to the picture.
That's probably hard to get your hands on, you think?
Yeah, what's it say there? Sky stone made of 70% oxygen, yet harder than diamond, unnatural to Earth, and has carbon, strong, and silica glass in it. Strong and glass were in brackets.
Let's show it. All right, let's share real fast. Take a look at this. It's called Skystone, a piece of the firmament of the earth. Explore the beauty of the firmament of the earth. The Skystone points God, a loving creator. So I can click on and get it bigger. It's not letting me do it. It wants me to make an account.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah, but it's
other picture.
Yeah, there's other ones here.
Yeah, that one says in 1990. What's that background noise?
Say again?
Is that background noise at your end? It's not my end. But,
oh, that's mine. I'm trying to get to a bigger picture of it, but it's clicking on the guy. It lets me click, but it won't let me open that bigger.
You don't have to. We can see it. Yeah. That other one says in 1990, Italian geologist Angelo Pittoni purchased strange blue stones from a Fula chief in Sierra Leone in West Africa. The tribe claimed the stones came from extraterrestrial visitors from the sky. Pittoni returned home to Europe and brought the mysterious rocks to a university for testing. Results show the stones didn't match any known material. So
yeah, that's different, man. I don't know where you'd be able to find that anywhere. It's probably in a museum if they have it somewhere.
But yeah, that's more relevant than ice kind of thing. I mean,
yeah,
ice
it would be more,
compressed ice and all that kind of stuff. But...
Mm-hmm. Well, I've heard stories about it that the ice in Antarctica, well, actually, it'll grow back to blue ice after you dig it out. People said they've cored into it, and then they come back in within 12 hours. It's almost buried their equipment. I've heard these stories. I can't verify them. Yeah,
bedded for equipment.
Yeah, they took a quarry machine, went in, the part of these shells that were made out of this ice, and they come back the next day and it would be almost encased again in the ice. That's how fast it grew back. It's strange, but for a place that has no moisture in the air, how could ice grow back that fast? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it does have moisture in the air. Anyway, sorry about that. My roommate was just leaving, and they don't care if I'm online or not, so they'll come in and make a lot of noise in the process. That's all the background noise was. And they know they're doing it. And they're looking at me like, yeah, you know you're doing that, but, you can do it without making all that noise.
Is he awake to truth movement stuff?
No, it's not a he.
No.
She knows about it, and nobody wants to talk about it. Let's put it that way. And I've talked about it with a couple of people I know, and they get what I'm saying, but they don't go out and say anything because they're afraid of, right now, especially it's even worse now. The ridicule is going to get beyond bearable just from the general public, just because of the media campaign they're doing. I watched McToon and who was with him. There's one of the they were talking about that basically most people are going to view flat earthers are just stupid, period. Anybody that would even consider this idea because of the campaign that they're doing. That's the whole point. It has nothing to do with truth at all. It has everything to, it's like a smear campaign.
But we still can't prove what they're saying. Like that P-Brains video with clothes and, no changing clouds and stuff like that. So again, it's fake again, and they're passing that off as real. So, if we keep lying, it's obvious that there's something wrong.
Yeah, they're going to, though. They have to, in order to keep their programs going and stuff, the space programs, the educational programs, in order to keep it on that narrative. But if enough public smells the bull crap, they'll do what they did last time and change their curriculum and don't say anything about it. But the thing is, it's so big now that they can't, like, oh, we didn't go to the moon, and we don't have these probes in outer space, and this, that, and the other. We lied to you the whole time. It'd be really hard to do, to get rid of that. All the propaganda machine has actually built up over the years.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Part of history. Yeah.
All the movies and everything, everything to do with, like, pushing that narrative and stuff.
Oh, yeah. So the idea is to keep the dream of space alive, and all the politicians are on board with it. They're making speeches left and right about it. So
it's crazy, man. Because it's like I said with Final Experiment and stuff. It's like, if it were a globe, they wouldn't have to do it at all. It's like they're going to Mars, aren't they? And all that kind of stuff. So,
that's what they're claiming. Yeah.
A million times over. Yeah.
Like Flats put it to Will Duffy on his show. He's like, the best proof would be go underneath the best proof for the globe would be film the celestial pole in the south at this GP. In other words, go to the exact mark where the South Pole is and film a time lapse of the stars below the celestial pole. And nobody's ever done that ever.
What's that prove?
It'll prove their star rotation like they claim it is. It'll prove that that's the pole. Yeah.
But it still doesn't disprove flat Earth, though. It's something that, because we've got a lot of things which do coincide as, like, kind of like a reversible proof type things and stuff like that. It's just that there's proofs which aren't reversible, like crepuscular sun rays and gravity, all that kind of stuff.
Well, the globe side has an explanation for all that. They blame that, like the crepuscular rays, on terrestrial refraction. It's an instant angle in the atmosphere.
Not a good argument, though. It's really weak. It's gonna, like, you can see the sky looks flat, right? So you should have an equal amount of parallel lines of rays coming out of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and if they were going to say that crepuscular sunrise still exists on a globe, then every pocket of clouds would create a specular ray. So it'd have a triangular formation coming out of all pockets of clouds in distance, and we don't get that. We only get
No, we
one.
don't.
So
It's strange, but they swear it's parallel all the way. It just looks like it's divergent because it's like railroad tracks. You
no,
know,
because you've
right?
got like
I know.
that it's there's two things, right? You can get that effect, right? If I just looked at sun in sky, right, and I'm going to say a lot. I don't know. Some smoking air, something like that. Maybe you can see the lines or whatever. You do it with trees when you start studying trees and you can see sun through there and stuff like. And it depends where you stand. Sometimes you stand and you can see like the parallel aspect of it. So you got like this perspective lines, and it can become confusing because it's like from one perspective you can look at it and you can't tell distance. What is it now? And there's another angle of looking at it.
Yeah, well, I've done this myself. I've actually drove down the road, and you can see where the crepuscular rays come in, and then the further away you get from it, you can't see them crepuscularly because you're further away from it. They look almost parallel, but they're not. They do diverge to the source, but it's the difference is slight as you further move away from it further, but it doesn't prove parallel light at all. I think it's what they're talking about when they say that it's just daylight. It's uh, it's light reflecting off of the sun's position all around it. It only goes so far. That's where they get their radius value. Actually, it was derived from, I think. That's why they can actually try to use math to make it look like the Earth is curved. But when if you look at the physical objects, it doesn't comport with the curve itself. That's what Pablo is showing here. It's just the effect that the sun has, or the light has, coming from the sun. And your sight, you can only see so far, anyways. So the two
The
combined, that's where they hijack Earth curve, or they make it into Earth curve.
the other aspect of the crepuscular sunrise, the contradicting thing for the globe, is like there's some of them photos. It shows you where the light comes out of clouds and where it touches ocean surface. So
Yeah,
you can see the spots of light. So you can tell that that's not perspective. There's an element of perspective with everything, but it's not. It's not the causation of perspective. You know what I mean?
no, it's
Um,
definitely divergent because you see where it hits the water, the light diverges away
that's
from
it.
the
Yeah.
source. Yeah.
So if it shines
Well,
towards you, and you get rays coming towards you, like when you're studying trees or whatever and stuff like, you can get that effect where it's how the globers say it. You know, I mean, there's two different ways of seeing it. So if that's what the rays are coming towards you, but then when you've got like rays hitting the ground or the ocean, that is showing you completely different. You know what I mean?
yeah, I do. No, I'm gonna play the rest of this, and I'm gonna get off because I'm not gonna do it. Wasn't doing a long stream tonight. I just wanted to get this out here
All
because
right. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm gonna do a regular stream. I got a couple other things I want to throw out here too.
So we're
Not
gonna get
not
another
today.
tree, giant tree stream because
Uh,
I've got one lined up, which is really good.
cool. I was looking at some of Hangman's work. Just a few of them. It's not bad. You can definitely tell that that is a fossilized tree in a couple of the videos he shows. He makes a good point out of it.
Yeah, there's some of them. It's like a they were like a 9 hour one, or 8 hours 45 or something like that, and it's like uh, it was the first one I'd watched, and one man put it in chat saying that watch it at least an hour, and I watched an hour, and yeah, you know what I mean. It's I was completely bored before that, you know what I mean, and stuff like. But when I look at it again, it's kind of like, is it the best video for showing people? Because it's like, you know what I mean, it takes a while, you've got to be patient, and a lot of people aren't patient, but just want to know, is it a giant tree or not? You know what I mean? And stuff kind of thing. And it's gonna like it's really difficult sometimes. Um but you
Yeah.
know, just get that patience from people, you know, to genuinely question something. Because in one sense it's like the globe again. Because it's like, you know, to prove everybody that you're not on a globe, you know what I mean, and it's flat. and then next thing you've got to prove to everybody that we live on giant trees. You know what I mean? So um, it's a really big, difficult thing for a lot of people to accept. It seems, but we looking at the evidence, it's undeniable, and it's to make that discovery, it's awesome. You know what I mean? It's mind blowing. It's gonna like look at where we live. You know what I mean? It proves what God's creation was. You know what I mean? In so many ways.
Well, I agree with you there, sir. Well, I'm gonna play this, and then I gotta actually go to work here in a little bit myself too. So
All right, yeah, cool. Sorry.
it's all right, dude. I'm not a bum. I work a job and I pay my bills and stuff. I do this just for the fact of doing it. I'm not here to make money. It's not going to change my life. I'm going to still have to go do what I got to do the next day. I'm not going to make fame and fortune out of flat Earth. Yay! I could be like Jaren. What's it?
The reward comes after.
Yeah,
That
I
what I
think
mean. But
the rewards in the discovery, man. That's my opinion.
yeah, the
Uh,
reward is
and that,
people waking up and things changing, the world getting better because of our efforts. You know what I mean? Rather than just letting the government just destroy us.
yeah, I never trust the government, anyways. Yep, I'm gonna play some. Ready?
Yeah, cool.
Here, this is for all. This is for Duffy and Simon Dan. I'm pretty sure Duffy said he's got an experiment where he got 2 points on the Earth where he shows curvature. So I want to see his experiment. I don't think he does.
Where can I see it from?
Yeah, Pablo does 360 pans on the regular, dude, and he puts them together quite well. And he's the kind of guy that takes temperature, humidity, uh, everything, heat, not just heat, as it goes with temperature, temperature, humidity, visibility on those days, the type of water that he's looking over, how it evaporates, how far you should be able to see in it with the refraction index. He actually shows it in this video.
Doesn't he have to
But
get
he
to
does that.
Carmen line to see curvature though?
Say
Because
again?
like even like, doesn't he have to get to Carmen line to show curvature? Because it won't
Oh
be able
yeah,
to show curvature from the surface of Earth.
yeah, you'd have to.
You can't on the globe model argument narrative.
Well,
But-
well even Neil deGrasse
yeah,
Tyson says you
yeah.
can't see curve up there, dude. Like, so where is the
Even
curve?
yeah.
I think it's imaginary. I'm quoting
You can
Dell.
only take it from like lower levels and stuff.
Yeah.
And use refraction as an excuse and stuff. Like you got like ships going behind a horizon due to refraction, but then other days it's different. You can see them.
Yeah,
So
when there's no moisture or no swells in the water, you can see it just fine. It's beautiful. There it is. And we made that argument when they came back out again when McToon did a whole little series where he's showing boats disappearing. And like, look, it went over the curve. I'm like, oh god! And me and Fletcher are looking at this video like, that's a swell, dude. That's all that is. It's coming. It's coming inland. The swell's coming in. The tide's coming in. Then they say, we predicted that. Like, you predicted there was going to be a swell there. They probably have a good index for that, and I know they do call that their predictions. And it's not scientific; it's just tides and currents that cause these swells, especially off big beaches and inland shores. But what do I know? But I mean, this guy sits out here for days on end in this particular bay that you're looking at, and he'll film. He'll pan 181 degrees one way, and he'll go back the other 100 degrees, and he'll get a full view. And he takes it home and he dissects it, and he'll show you on a real clear day how you can see way, way, way too far. It's and it's always there. That the objects behind that didn't rise up and go down. It's the actual water and the temperatures and stuff that cause the changes. Nothing to do with the actual Earth itself. It doesn't morph every day.
yeah.
Well, let's play it. Yeah. You've seen this guy. You ever seen this guy? Beyond the Curve.
Not the mockumentary, the Flat Earth answer to the mockumentary. It showed you like a little clip of like how refraction works, so you can see land moving up and down as well. So
yeah.
yeah.
It's not the land at all. It's the water
We were
and the
time
temperature.
lapse, so it's the
Yeah.
atmosphere which were kind of like bending light and making it look like the land was even moving. So, you know, I mean, we've got a bendy land. Maybe bendy rocks are real
And,
then.
and I was watching Dr. John D do another observation. I was watching Taboo Conspiracy, and he actually has Ectetic Warrior on there and do an interview with them, and he's just telling everybody that they should accept the creator and stuff. It was a strange little video, but Dr. John D is very meticulous when it comes to stuff because he's a lawyer and he knows if he doesn't tell the truth, it can be held against him in court. You know, so there's a lot of people like Ben in Taboo Conspiracy that actually painstakingly sets these proofs in stone. That's what he does, video wise. Anyways, I want to play this right quick, and then I'm gonna go get ready.
There's a section of highway that is elevated by 13 metres. Refraction exists, so we absolutely cannot discount that. Dear oh dear, what a fail this one is. Amazing. If we take refraction into account. Because remember, it is a thing, isn't it? Here we go.
Oh, that was a nice little tutorial. I can't wait for the second one. But he did pretty much show the difference between the two and what's more compatible. I think Simon and Dan stepping out of his league personally. What do you think, Cliff?
I think he would have proved his globe by now if it were true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
They're fighting tooth and nail, dude. They don't, and they're pointing out facts that don't prove their globe. QE said this a long time ago. Just let them talk, and then they'll disprove it all. Well, I'm gonna get off here, guys. I'm gonna play out with a song, and I got a couple things I got to do, and I got to get ready for work again. Beautiful day. Night left.
yeah, yes, yeah.
Yeah, there's three other lives going on right now. FPD's got a live going, a live debate, and Ryan from Burn the Corporate Fiction is doing a live right now. If you want to go over there, and Mr. Cheswick's doing an acoustic rehearsal right now live.
Who
So
that?
if you guys want
to Ryan or Brian?
Ryan, it's Sob's son.
Sob
Result. Sure, I'll get it. I'll put it in the outside chat. And Mr. Cheswick's doing a new song, obviously. I wonder if it's about the final experiment. Probably is. I'll probably hop over to FED and listen to them for a while. While I'm getting ready. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been fun. I hope that helped you out a little bit there. And I enjoy Pablo's pans. He is very descriptive when it comes to everything, and he just does that stuff like on his. Yeah.
Burn the Corporate Fiction. Yeah. I'm already subscribed. I didn't realize.
He's good when it comes to basic common law, civil law cases and stuff. If you're having problems, he'll actually help you out. He'll take you on a show with he'll tutorial kind of things.
Cool.
I'm trying to get to this. Trying to get to the song I want to play. I love YouTube. Oh, nice.
Open tonight. I don't know. I need to start out pictures and all that kind of stuff, and then record, and then so that's either tonight or tomorrow. You know what I mean? Within the next 24 hours or so. If it's ready tomorrow, we'll put it up tomorrow.
No, Pete put a new one out. Pete and Peter, yeah, but they were defending the final experiment like it was a thing. As time goes by, keep an eye on Flatsuite. He's gonna pull this thing apart. They're lying for the most part. They're mixing enough truth in there.
I used to be substituting Pete, but
yeah,
I've not had notifications of them for years, so I don't know what's happened. They've probably been pushed off my subscribers sub tool list. Don't tell you how many you've got now either. Yeah. So I could never get to 1,000. It always removed too many.
Yeah, I know. I'm at 234 right now, and it hasn't climbed a major bit. I popped 100, like from 100 to 200 fast, but then ding, it stopped.
I meant the other way around, like how many you're subscribed to. So every time I subscribe to somebody, it goes up a number, and it used to tell you in your subscriptions on your side there, it tells you who's live and all that kind of stuff. It says show more and stuff like that. But yeah, it says subscriptions, and it used to set a number at the side of it. How many people you were subscribed to, and And for years, like in 2018, I was trying to like compete against somebody else and all that kind of stuff, like, and I could never do it. You know what I mean? I'm like trying to sub into loads of people and stuff, like that kind of thing. Like, and you know what I mean? Every day it's just climb, but
Huh.
it never did.
I never.
So I kind of thought I'm not
The
subbing to
only.
people. And is it knocking somebody off? Is it like I've got
Oh,
a
I
cat?
gotcha. Yeah, and I've only unsubbed to like 4 different people, and that's I subbed to Simon and Dan, and I subbed to Bob the Science guy. I subbed from them too. They basically just told me I can't say anything in their chat. So I mean, it's like, then why would I sub to you? Like, if I can't say anything in your chat room anymore, why would I go there? Just to watch your content? It's crap. It's like, now it's becoming a psychological game with those people. They're not really pushing science. They're trying to herd maintain uh, basically flat earthers. They're like trying to put us in a pigeonhole. Like, oh, you're going to say this, you're going to say that, you're going to do this. And I turn on like, you deny sky observations. Don't look at the sky. Flat earthers only measure the ground. And like, oh God, it hurts my head. I never said, hey, don't look at the sky. It's just like when I'm measuring the earth, I just don't measure the sky. The observations in the sky don't.
It's also,
Go ahead.
it's also like it's an ongoing investigation. We're trying to figure things out as we go
Yeah.
along. You know what I mean? It's like, look at the progress of what we've made since, like, 2015 and stuff like. So in 2015, excuse me, we knew it was flat, but we didn't know anything else, and we knew that everything were open to question. You know what I mean? Like, what is the sun and everything else, and you know what I mean? And yeah, so it were awesome because it's like, that what it is. 'Cause it's like we get to research
Yeah.
everything now. You know what I mean? Rather than everything being done and all that kind of stuff. Like even explorations back on game and all that kind of stuff. Like, but we're limited in that kind of sense, aren't we? So you know what I mean? It's kind of like uh, it's like we've got things in his way, like what do you call it? Traffic
Yeah.
cones. You know what I mean? In
I
that kind
gotcha.
of sense, metaphorical
Well,
traffic cones.
according to our
Um,
Savior, our Lord and Savior, Jerry
especially
Campanella, that if we don't believe him, we're not truthers. Like, that has nothing to do with being a truther, man. If we're looking for the truth, we're looking for the truth. And if you're lying and we're a truther, and you're gonna say, the first red flag I get is like, so you're lying. If I don't believe you, I'm not a truther.
yeah.
You're gonna hold that over my head, okay? So we can't investigate anything you do and present to the public. Hey, I'm open for scrutiny completely. So
There's a lot of different subjects in truth movement
yeah,
as well.
not just
So
the so-called shape of the Earth, which is the horizontal plane that we measure and navigate, has nothing to do with shape. The only people that are worried about shape are people that are worried about whether it's a ball or not. It pisses me off. Sorry. Well, I'm going to play out. I'll see you later, love. I got 10 more minutes, so I get going.
all right,
All right. Nice
excellent,
one, too, man.
cool.
All
I'll
right.
catch you in a bit. Bye.
Night, everybody. Or morning, day.